Let me show you how to craft an irresistible offer for your barbershop. One that's so good, people can't say no to it. This is straight out of my playbook I made for barbershop owners, so if that's you, just keep watching. All right, so once you understand those frameworks and you're ready to take the next step, then the next step to take is building your offer. So I've worded it as making people feel dumb for not buying from what you sell them. And I hope you guys like this picture. But the goal of this is to make something so good that the right client has absolutely no reason to say no. And they'll probably still give you reasons to say no, but that's for a later thing. So to do this, you're going to need to get really clear on what marketing people in the business world call the 6 Ps. You need to find the person that you're going to sell this to. You need to solve the problem that they have. You need to use a process that you can repeat. You charge a certain price, charge the right amount. You highlight the perks. You make the perks specific to this one person that you're selling it to. And then you show them proof. So to choose a person to build an offer around, the best advice that I can give you is to look in the immediate area of your shop. So find the type of person that you want that ideally wants to pay money to invest in their look. Somebody who faces customers is ideal for a client like this. Somebody that just needs to look sharp. So somebody like, let's see, there can be lawyers, a doctor might need to look good. Salespeople are very good for this as well. And I've had this work for a past client. So there's 4 ways to choose somebody and segment them based on your audience. So they call it demographics, psychographics, behaviors, and geographics. So demographics, everybody knows what that is. Psychographics are a little bit different. They're a little bit nuanced. It's called morals, beliefs, whatever values they hold, the type of person that they are, their psychology. Next is behaviors. So what are they doing every single day? How do they get to work? What is their work commute like? Where do they pass by? What are their drinking or smoking habits? Are they active, or what do they do with their spare time? What do they spend their money on? Things like this. And of course, geographics. They need to be in your area. They need to be able to come to you. The max I've seen is maybe an hour, but that's for really loyal clientele that have been with the person for years already and they just happen to move. So once you have a person, all of these people that are somewhat alike share some kind of similar problem. So you really need to put yourself in their shoes. So my best advice to you is to talk to them. Ask, what are they dealing with on a day-to-day basis? If you can put yourself in their shoes and just feel what they have to feel, then you'll be able to understand them, and people want to buy from people that understand them. So lastly, just ask what would solve their problem. Some people will actually tell you, but you might need to read between the lines. I gave some examples here too. So a salesman problem might be that they spend too much money on haircuts every single week. A chef might just need to keep his hair short, or somebody in the military. So when you have a person and you have the problem that they deal with, you need to solve the problem and you need to make your process the solution. So my advice here is to reverse engineer their problems so that your service is the solution. And you need to prove this to yourself as well if you want to sell other people on it. So one thing that I've done with a client of mine is he has people coming in once a week and they come in and pay full price every single time, 4 times a month. He saw this as people spending too much money, wasting it, potentially wasting their money. And what he did is he came up with a subscription, a monthly subscription that they can pay into. They pay one price at the start of the month and they get to come in 4 times. And he made the entire subscription fee cheaper than all 4 times combined that they come in for the month. You understand where this is heading? He bundled his services to make a subscription. Now, this might not be what you're trying to offer to every single, or for your barbershop, it might not be what your people want. You can do plenty of other things, and I'm going to break it down in price in a bit. But bundles, people love them because it gives them, they get to see the deal, they see the value in it, it's monetary, and they can easily just see, oh, I'm saving this much if I go with this. I'm already going to do X, Y, and Z. Let me just get more bang for my buck. So that takes us to price. So to charge the right amount on your price, then you got to figure out how you want to structure it. This is another important thing in marketing. And there's a ton of pricing strategies out there. You can go on ChatGPT and have them tell you all. There's three that really resonate with barbershop owners. You can be the premium in your area. So you can be the guy that charges $60 to $100 per cut. I know a lot of people think that's crazy, but people are still doing it and they're staying in business. So it shows that it works. And people want to pay the price. The next one is subscription. So you can charge a subscription. I've actually had a client do this where he charges $100 a month for 2 haircuts a month and 2 lineups. And people happily pay the money because they see the value. It works for them. It's a win-win. Another one you can do is discounted. And this one's honestly frowned upon because if you charge your prices lower, the guy down the street will just make his prices go lower and everybody's going to lose money. But it's still doable. So if you want to charge premium, you have to be premium. You have to make sure your service is just better than everybody else. So have a better quality cut, have those extra comfier seats, and make a better atmosphere in the shop. Just make it clear that you're better than everybody else. Go the extra mile with all the little things. So, like I said, a lot of people are against raising prices. You can just stray away from that. If you want to charge a subscription price, then you have to tailor your experience only to your target client. I'll cover that a little bit more in perks, but it's kind of like premium. You charge a little bit more, but it's more specific to what your client wants. If you want to charge discounted, you have to be prepared to scale. So have enough equipment, have solid systems in place for cleaning if you're going to have a ton of hair all over the place, have reliable and consistent barbers that won't bail on you at the drop of a hat, and just make your environment neutral so you can cater to all sorts of like age groups or demographics, people in your area. These are 3 ways to structure your price, and hopefully that helps. So if you want to have perks that you can show off in your messaging and your marketing, then find out what the type of person you want to serve, what they like, and that other people might not really care about. So I had a client, he served salesmen, and they're really tight on their time. They would love priority booking, and they just need to get a lot of haircuts often. So that can be something cater your services toward. And just look at it like this. If you have a salesman coming in and they're go, 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 think of some old head that's just in the neighborhood that's going to come into your shop and hang out, chop it up. They're just there for just the culture and just to hang out. That person isn't going to necessarily want a subscription. And that makes sense. So keep a list of all these little things that they like and just tailor your service. Slowly change it over time to be for this person. More people will come that like that. And go the extra mile in showing that you understand your person, especially if it's a past version of you. They will thank you for it. They'll be like, whoa, I didn't not even think of this. And they'll appreciate it. It'll make them want to come back. If you want to get undeniable proof to show to your client, then you have to over deliver and get the person ideally to get on video and just rave about you. Just let them say how much they like your shop and your experience, because you want to get it on video so that you can hear how convicted they are. That is going to become a salesperson for you in the future. And as time passes, all these become weaker. So you got to keep it going. You got to keep it up to date. You got to just keep circling back, keep getting more reviews, keep taking videos, just keep people happy. So once you've done all of this, the next step is to go tell people about it. And I'm going to cover that in the next module.